Hey guys, so you should be getting a pop-up box now to do these two review questions. So the box should be popping up about now. Okay, so if we look at number one, the first thing we need to do is find the least common denominator between 5 and 4, which is just 20. Okay, so in order to go from 5 to 20, we had to multiply by 4, so we're going to multiply 4 times 4 is 16. And to go from 4 to 20, we had to multiply by 5, so 3 times 5 is 15. So we could simply just add this and we'll get 2 and 31 over 20. But as we know, 31 over 20 is no good because it's an improper fraction. So we need to convert that to a mixed number. So we'll take the 2, we'll put it on the side, and we'll add it to, well, 31 over 20 converts to 1 and 11 over 20, which our final answer will be 3 and 11 over 20. Okay, if we look at number 2, 4 and 5 again, it's pretty easy. They have the same least common multiple is 20. Let me fix that. Okay, we can keep the 4, we'll keep this 2. All right, and it's the same procedure here, so 4 times 5 is 20, so 1 times 5 is 5. 4 times 5 is 20, so 4 times 4 is 16, and right away we should know that we have to borrow here. So we're going to take 1 from this 4 and turn it into 3, and we will add 20 over 20 to 5 over 20. And we'll rewrite the problem underneath. So now we have 3 and 25 over 20 minus 2 and 16 over 20. Okay, 3 minus 2 is 1. 25 minus 16 is 9 over 20. And then that's in simplest form. It doesn't need to be reduced. Okay, so you should be getting a pop-up box about now to ask you to solve these two problems. Okay, so if you went ahead and solved them already, you can look at number 3 and know that you can cross-cancel here. So if we look at the 6 and the 60, they're both divisible by 6, so 6 divided by 6 is 1, and 60 divided by 6 is 10. Now we'll look at the 7 and the 49. 7 divided by 7 is 1, and 49 divided by 7 is 7. So now it's just 1 times 7 is 7. And 1 times 10 is 10. Okay, that's much easier than doing 6 times 49 and 7 times 60 and then reducing all the way. I mean, you could do that, but it would be a very, very foolish way to do it. Okay, 6 times 49 is 294, and 7 times 60 is 420. And you would have to figure out how to reduce that all the way down to 7/10. That's a lot of work, and I'm pretty sure that it's much easier just to understand cross-canceling here. So let's take a look at number 4. We have a division problem, so we need to apply keep, change, flip. Okay, so we'll keep the first fraction, change the division to multiplication, and flip the second fraction. And we can once again cross-cancel here now because it's a multiplication statement and we have factors that we could factor out on diagonals. So 5 goes into 5 one time, 5 goes into 15 3 times. 6 and 8, they have a common factor of 2, so 6 divided by 2 is 3, 8 divided by 2 is 4. So now it's just 1 times 4 is 4, and 3 times 3 is 9. Okay? So now we're going to talk about converting mixed numbers to improper fractions because that's a skill we need to definitely master before we continue. So let's say we have the mixed number 3 and 4/9. In order to convert this to a mixed number, what we're going to do is, in order to convert this mixed number into an improper fraction, what we're going to do is we're going to take the denominator, multiply it by the whole number, and then add the numerator. So 9 times 3 is 27, plus 4 equals 31. That's our new numerator, 31. And we keep the same denominator. Okay? It's a pretty simple process. Let's take a look at another example. So we have 5 and 6/7. So we'll take the 5, multiply it by 7, and add 6. So you take the whole number, multiply it by the denominator, and add the numerator. 5 times 7 is 35, plus 6 is 41. And we keep the same denominator. Okay? Here are 2 examples for you to give a shot. Convert these mixed numbers into improper fractions. You should be getting a pop-up box around now. Okay, so if you went ahead and answered the questions, let's take a look to see how well you did. 9 times 4 is 36, plus 2 is 38, so this is 38 over 9. And 3 times 5 is 15, plus 1 is 16 over 3. And there we go, we're done. We just converted the mixed numbers to improper fractions. Okay? Don't forget that we added some new words to the dictionary. So I'm going to put it on here for the students that were in class today. One of the words is cross-cancel. The next word is reciprocal. And the final term is keep, change, flip. Okay, these words need to be added to your dictionary, and this is also a notice to everybody that we are going to have a quiz on Friday. Okay, thank you very much. Have a good night.